Okay, how the hell you doing, everybody? Before we get into the what if, I have a very important message for all you Blue Lock fans out there. My boy Terry is hosting a Blue Lock simulation in his very own Discord server. If you're interested in joining, I'm going to make sure to leave the links down below in the description, but if you want a little bit more information on just what the simulation's all about, here's Terry with more.
Hello, you guys. My name's Teriyaki. Display name's Teriyaki, not my name. So I'm gonna try to keep this brief as possible. Hopefully, I have no idea whether that he's gonna do it. I was just told to make an audio recording. Anyways, the thing I'm doing right now is gonna be hosting a Blue Lock sim. First question people are gonna ask is it formal? Not to like show up in a suit or something if you really care about that. The answer is no, but that's besides the point. I'm getting off track now. So you will be spun for your stats randomly. Well, not randomly, weighted randomly, with the stat cap for the roll being 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, as in your dog shit, and 10 being the best. Well, I have a group of people who also help me. I call them my council. These guys help me consult. They help me run matches because you will get better over time and you will get better if you are more active in the sim. So interacting more, getting more into VCs, actually doing shit with your character. I probably should leave this closet now. I've taken up half of our time of a Clamp Kage video so you can get mid-roll ads.
Thank you very much, Terry, for all that. And with that said, I'll leave the links down below in the description if you're interested in joining. And let's get on to the what if. 2 weeks have passed since the announcement of the first matchups, and here we pick up with our Egoist as he's finishing training alongside the best club in the world. Sai is dribbling past defenders into the box before unleashing a beautiful Trivela pass in, seemingly to no one. Out of nowhere, from the shadows, light emerges, sending the ball piercing into the back of the net. We jump back to the beginning of their 2-week training block where, at the orders of Itoshi Sai, Isagi has been inserted into the starting lineup and has been practicing throughout the entirety of his training with them. At first, he struggled. Obviously, his physicals were subpar, and he couldn't do much more than shoot and perceive the field pretty well. That was until the genius midfielder managed to unlock the dormant potential within our hero. A true trial by fire for the young Japanese star, who at the insistence of Itoshi Sai is focusing on nothing but finding his opponent's weak spots. Something Isagi has always excelled at, but never truly focused on. Pair that with the help of Antonio Maris, their bruising right back, who has always considered himself somewhat of a gym bro, who gets Isagi on that juice. He actually does offer him steroids, but Isagi's of course not going to take that. With this, his physical skills were quickly able to catch up to his IQ and foresight, and through receiving Isai's otherworldly passes and tutelage, he was able to improve his vision and foresight to a level he had before thought was impossible. Attempting to recreate the chemical reactions between Sai and Cheeto in the U20 match, the old Isagi Yoichi has been killed, and what remains is someone who can simply be described as the Egoist. The day leading up to the match is upon us, as Sai talks to Isagi one last time. Prepare yourself, Egoist. You're about to be hunted. Michael Kaiser is one of the best U20 strikers currently on the planet. Everything from his physicals to his IQ, scoring ability, playmaking, hell, even his defense is good. As he is mine and Maris's new Gen 11 teammate, we obviously know what he's capable of, and it's scary. He has the ability to control the pitch, bending it to his will, similar to how my little brother tries to do, obviously on a completely different level though. But that's not all. Kaiser was, I guess you could say, blessed by God. His right-footed shot, otherwise known as the Kaiser Impact, is the fastest shot swing in the world. I know he's only a U20 player, but even the great Noel Noah cannot rival his shot speed. Other than that, he actually plays similar to how you do, so make sure to observe him as the game goes on. What do you mean to observe him? Isagi replies, only to be told abruptly, shut up. It's a simple instruction, no? Watch Kaiser as the game goes on. Got it? See how he plays and do as he does. Those words sat with Isagi the entire time leading up to the match. Whether he was eating, training, or even sleeping, he couldn't shake the ominous message Sai left with him until the fateful day was finally upon us. Both teams for Bayern Munich and La Real are headed out to the pitch, led by their master strikers. Luna sends a cocky smile in the direction of the world's #1, only to be completely ignored as Noel Noah truly has no time for someone like Luna. As far as Noah's concerned, he's nowhere near his level. First up, we see the lineup for La Real. First off at striker, obviously, is Isagi Yoichi. Backing him up at the left and right wing position is going to be Welsh and Teeny, two characters that based off of real life compatriots, and honestly, even though they're not new Gen 11 level, they're still some of the best youth players in the world. Leading the midfield charge, we have Itoshi Sai, obviously, He's the cog that makes this team function as well as it does. And behind him at the central midfielder positions, we have Raul and Pedro, the glorious Spanish duo who can control the ball better than anybody else. Here we go to the defense, a lineup led by the new Gen 11 Antonio Maris, backed up by his 3 compatriots, Cruz, Scott, and Guado. Bringing in talent from all across the globe has truly paid off, as the aggression these 4 boast is truly like no other. Then in goal, we have the Russian bear Kozlov. And though the arrival of the world's best club was truly grand, it was quickly interrupted by the entrance of the world's number 1. As for the formation, it's pretty simple and stays kind of true to canon. At the striker positions, pretty obviously, Michael Kaiser and Kunigami Rensuke. Left attacking mid and right attacking mid, I decided to place Grim as well as Hiyori Yo, someone who, with the absence of Isagi, was able to prove himself in the attacking midfield, beginning to mesh with Bastion Munich's ideology as far as following Kaiser more than the other Blue Lockers. The central midfielder position, we have Alexis Ness, the true heart of Bastion Munich, Kaiser's right-hand man. As far as the defense, we have a backline of Yuki Miya, Birkenstock, Mensa, and Kurana, fronted by Jingo Raichi at CDM. Finally, of course, none other than Gin Gagamaru at goalkeeper. Once the rosters were revealed and both teams arrived on the pitch, our hero was quickly greeted by an unfamiliar face. A tall, handsome white guy with blonde hair, blue accents at the ends, and a tattoo of a matching colored rose on his neck. Without hesitation, he grabs Isagi by the chin, greeting him. Hello there. I'm Kaiser, the one who makes the impossible happen. Isagi, obviously annoyed by this, swats his hands away, exclaiming, "Don't fucking touch me, dude! What's your problem?" Abruptly, Kaiser interrupts Isagi, grabbing his wrists, bringing him in close, and proclaiming, "My problem is that I had to hear all about how great this blue lock is. The rise of Japanese soccer, huh?" What a joke. Look, I can't stop laughing. I guess that makes you my clown. Yoichi. But it's okay. I've got my own plans with this little Neo-Egoist league of yours, so I honestly have to thank you. But sadly, your execution has been marked. I'll enjoy killing you, dear Yoichi. Isagi, looking on in utter horror at the almost psychotic prodigy in front of him, was only able to push himself free from the grasp of Kaiser before Sai interrupts, telling him, "Fuck off, you sadistic piece of shit." Aw, now come on, Sai. Why you gotta be so cold? We are teammates after all. Ain't that right, Tony? Yo, Mike. Antonio quietly blurts out, catching Isagi off guard as it's the first time he's actually heard him speak. I take it you like this one, huh, Sai? Oh, don't you worry, Mikey. I've been waiting for a chance to put you in your place, and that day's finally upon us. My place is on the top, but you already know that, don't you? Keep this up, Mikey, because 3 goals from now, you'll be groveling at our feet, knowing that you're nothing more than a spoiled brat who has wasted the gift he was born with. The 2 sides separate as they prepare themselves for the battle. Isagi locks eyes with his former teammates, who managed to stag themselves starting positions. Kunigami, Yukimiya, Hiyori, Kurano, Raichi, and Gagamaru all look on at the one who left them all behind, and the ego currently overflowing within him. As they all get into position, Sai tells Isagi to remember what they went over. Okay, my little egoist, you better be ready. La Real is no place for lukewarm strikers, and neither do my passes. Better not drown. Got that? Shut the fuck up, alright? Isagi annoyingly fires back. It's bad enough that shitty rose tattoo over there is looking at me like I'm a child, so I don't need to hear that shit from you. Just get me the damn ball. Got that? And we'll kill that shithead here and now. Sai, for the first time, flashes a smile at the egoist in front of him, catching him off guard, before he replies simply with, "Let's go, hero." Round 1 of the Neo-Egoist League, begin!